National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the
Season 3.
season?
We fell short of a Super Bowl championship to the Ravens. The O-line is revamped with fresh and young faces. WR group is a lot faster.
Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And hopefully my DBs can become better in pass coverage.
You want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
On third down, it's Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return is Tucker. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Let's go now.
Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Left side in the hands of the Lumberjacks. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This brought in out past the 20. And
That's up.
nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground is Jalen Warren. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play.
Welcome back.
What you want to see, quarter 1 of week 1. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Warren. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down and 3.
Come on, set. Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rattler. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Walker. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Falcons offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. You're going to go play action with Penix. A throw on the move is caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he will get into the end zone. Great London. Touchdown, Falcons.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here.
Super Bowl loss.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
I beat myself by throwing 4 picks.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's got it at the 1. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive.
Ready, ready. Ready.
I kept feeling pressured and knew I had to revamp my O-line to gain more confidence.
That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. We're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
I got Zay Flowers back again. I had him in Madden 25 and he was a gem.
He's got it. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0.
Falcons 14, Saints 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. The Saints offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out. First down and 10.
Defense is looking better.
Yellow. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8.
Down. Cover. 38. 52. Boom.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Elijah Tansey working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is Rattler. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 47 yards.
Roll until it happens.
You have to generate explosive plays, and after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 22.
On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away.
Defense can look good for a couple of drives in a row, and that's it.
He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
We'll go play action now with Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Penix. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here is Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And 1.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this.
Oh, 4 quarters playing like that is weird.
The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 4th and 1 straight ahead. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They'll wind up getting close to 10 yards on 4th and 1.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, Penix pushed out to his left. Got his man at the 6. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six.
Feels good to have Flowers back.
Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it, and the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead.
Saints 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Saints offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long. 3rd and long, and here's Rattler. Back deep for Olave. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Plant. It's Penix. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Penix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 81.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw again, it's Penix. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go. A run here, it's McLaughlin. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Third down and 9. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now. Check go.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start.
Our team is playing different.
Establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
I'll be in shotgun a lot more this season since I have a lot of agile Olani men.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Kickoff team.
That also means I need to pass the ball more often. Not much power on my O-line.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Let's go. Yellow.
Here's Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Here we go. Blackfoot.
Third and short yardage, and here's Rattler. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And done some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Short throw taken in by Disley. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Second and 7. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Penix gonna throw again. Forced out left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Penix on 3rd down. Open man, left side, he's got it. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Penix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 3rd. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. You know, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw. It's Penix. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. having some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Here's Penix. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down.
Waste of time. My turn. Ryan.
From the gun, it's Penix. Flowers with the catch. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal.
30-yard attempt.
This from 30 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And so it begins. Week 1 of the 2027 season. Familiar faces in new places. Lots to get you caught up on. Let's roll. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on the 49ers in a rematch of some of those great Montana versus Sims playoff games in the 1980s. And this is the Niners wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they host the New York Jets. And this is the Jets quarterback, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Jets come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Travis Etienne. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Jaguars wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what week 1's going to bring, but this has got to be awfully satisfying.
Oh, there's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did all offseason and all the way back in OTAs in the spring and then through the dog days of training camp. Everyone wants to start the season strong. You're 0-0. Everyone in the league has Super Bowl aspirations. Every fan base thinks it's their year. And then to come out and to deliver, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's really the ideal way to set up the rest of your season and try to stay on track. Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jonas Saker is there to make the stop.
47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
To throw is Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
70 Lion.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go, smash. Cougar 19. Ready, go.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready. 72. Hurt, hurt.
Give left side. Here comes Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And
Miss Pigeon.
see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Now Penix to throw on second down. Forced out wide. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Chase Young getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Penix on third and long. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
Here's Rattler. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 red. Hut,
Olave
go.
is the motion man. Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down,
Ready.
New Orleans.
Ready, quick, 10 black.
Now they'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down, Saints.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run the toss with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
A run out of the gun with Warren. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 15. And the Saints, first down.
33, yellow. Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And nice spin move there. Nearly got him free, but he'll wind up only with a gain of about 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll take this one in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Saints.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The extra point is good, and the Saints are able to cut into the deficit. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. To the 45. And he is all the way down near the 20-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 55 yards on the game.
Gain of 55. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Brian Cook. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Ready up! Hey, Crunch! 18 Cardinal, 18.
From the gun, here is Penix. Quick throw, taken in, and they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
The 4-yard line.
Watch the line, man. 19, Tiger, 9, Warrior, 17. 18, Pioneer.
On play action, Penix. That is good. Back corner of the end zone. Great London. Touchdown, Falcon. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
The kickoff.
Looking a lot like your Madden 25 offense.
As the kicks away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A carry here for Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
I made a lot of changes and constructed my offense like it.
Second and 10.
Come on, set.
Throwing now is Rattler. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman can get out to lead the way.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
23 yards. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 sand. Punt.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Here we go. Set. Blue. Set.
Tight end going in motion here.
Set.
He'll try to throw it again. Here's Rattler. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 22 now, here's second and 4.
At the Falcons' 22-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Rattler. The right side to Olave. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Rattler to the air once more. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Rattler. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7th.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Rattler now back to throw. He takes off, and he's in. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
Here we go. Shot alert, go.
Here's Robinson. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Chase Young starting the season with a bang. His second sack in the season opener.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On second down, here's Penix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. We'll talk things over before third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Things not...
CPU gotta pad its stats on offense real quick.
We'll start this drive with first down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Rattler. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Putting the tight end in motion. Third and short yardage, and here's Rattler. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again is Rattler. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself...
Perfect defense.
There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the fourth quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Robinson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Holding offense.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Falcons send their punting unit out as this drive quickly.
All these holds only on USMH.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
PDA.
The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Set punt. 10 black. Right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Throwing now on 3rd and long. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he is going to have the Saints' 1st down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. One of the tight ends in motion right.
See my cloud glitching.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd time. Now, the stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
16 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Check right.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it away.
On the left.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Now the spike as the clock ticks under 50 seconds to play.
Ready. 45. Set.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready up. Ready.
Olave is the motion man.
Black. Cut.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter.
Line is crazy XD.
Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
So it's a win here for the Falcons. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
Much like my Madden 25 defense, I had to revamp almost everything. Still gave up 21 points, but I like what I see so far.